We're live. How's everybody doing? See you guys in chat already. ADB7 first. Deadwing Dick second. Tefram 34. And Chokan first from Asia. Mr. Cubes. One Saved Gaming. Zambumon. Game Cat. Let's see. Who am I missing? Striker. We got 3 Malaysians here.
I love you.
NGB, of course. Who else? Trinity the Gamer. PC Load Letter. It's been a while. Crippled. Beatlocks. Kevin Plus. Zoology. Hey! Zoology, where have you been? Where have you been? How's Thanksgiving for you? Okay. I think I saw One Saved Gaming as well. Hey. Hello, hello. Yeah, so hello everybody. I hope y'all had a great couple of weeks. I apologize for not being here last Friday and Monday, I guess. I had a great weekend. For those of you who didn't know why I didn't stream, I was pretty much away. It's not really away, right? Because all I did was we stayed at a hotel about 15 minutes north of where I am. 15-20 minutes north of where I am. It's basically still the same city. It's just the north edge of Plano, and I'm on the south side of Plano. And Plano it's I'd say pretty far north up Dallas. It's already outside Dallas basically. And it was for my younger brother's bachelor party. It was me, my older brother, and 2 mutual friends. So 5 of us. And all of us from Penang, from Malaysia. So it's pretty fun. And I did talk a little bit about it on Monday. Let me find a nice picture, or at least not a very nice picture, but a picture. And I'll post it in the Discord real quick. Let's see. And I can give you guys a link to it. Okay. So there you go. I think that picture should work. So that's me right in the back. Alright, you should see my fat face right at the end of that picture. It was strategic. If I had been the one in front taking the picture, it would have been an eclipse basically. You wouldn't be able to see anyone else behind me. But yeah, so we actually went to a LAN cafe. We all played Dota together. It was pretty fun. 100% win rate. We played 2 and 1-2. And then we decided to just call it after that. We're like, yeah, let's not push it. We might lose the 3rd one, and then we'll want a 4th one. And yeah, no. So that was a lot of fun. And I didn't think of and the thing is, me and my 2 brothers, we play quite a bit of Dota together. And so in that picture, one of them was my old roommate as well. And so I lived with him and my younger brother, who is the one getting married. And, we used to play Dota pretty much every day. And that's all we did. 3 of us, roommates, we just played Dota. And so, reminded, it's a fitting way for him to end his bachelorship, I guess. Because, once you're married, you can't do that stuff anymore. You can't just, I'm gonna, go stay at my friends or my brother's place for a week for a LAN party or whatever, it's gonna. So, pretty nice. So that's what I did over the weekend. I wonder what you guys did. I was kind of away from Discord for the most part as well, so I've kind of been out of it. So let me know what you guys did. Did you guys do anything fun? NGB, did you do anything? Did you just study for your certification? It's a smart move, keeping the blackjack and hookers. Oh yes, yeah. None of it was on camera. We made sure it was all hidden. You played BL2? Wait, are you serious? Are you lying? And the presentation, it actually went pretty well. So he called me up right as the last guy for the day, and so he was already kind of pressed for time. So it was kind of nice. Like, I think he felt bad that he kind of was rushing me, sort of. So that was nice. I talked about dim sum. Nice and easy. And yeah, I got 200 out of 200, so that's nice. Did very little, says one saved gaming. Boring life. But did you game? Did you remember to save? God damn it, NGV. Yeah, so I hope you guys had a great couple of weeks. Today we are working on the Mira. And what is this shadow? What is this black shadow looming? No, that's not it. Is it the monitor? No. What the hell is that shadow? Oh, Roy. It's just a magnetic tray. So we are working on another Mira today. We are using these MX Zilent switches. I'll talk about them in a bit. And we won't be finishing the build today. I won't have first of all, I don't have enough lube switches to get done. I didn't have enough time today to finish up all the switches. And I'm not I don't really want to stream for too long again tonight as well. Finals week coming up. I need to make sure not to mess up my sleep schedule again. Cause this morning I actually woke up at 7 a.m. So I feel like a normal person again. And so I want to make sure I don't mess it up this weekend. I'll hold it up for a week, and then we can fuck shit up again after that. And so this stream will be this build will be in 2 parts. We'll do part 1 today, and then I think maybe Sunday night we'll do part 2, or Monday night. I'll keep you guys updated. And I'm thinking for Christmas break, I might just stream, like 4 times a week, and just do shorter streams instead of doing crazy marathons on just one day or something. So probably do that. Okay, let's see. Daredevil, how are you? How's your keyboard? We got quite a few people with new keyboards this week, so that's nice. Shokan built his canoe finally. He says he missed that face. I miss yours too. And Loba is here. How's it going? And so Daredevil built his board with Zilio V2s today. He got it done. So if you guys are curious about the switches, ask him. I finally got to try out the V2 switches. He was kind enough to bring them by when he came to pick up some stuff for one of his keyboard builds. And so he let me try out Zil V2s with 3 different kinds of lube, I think. One was bad dragging out. Who else is here? Okay, time for him to switches, yes. So, and Brian, okay, well, catch you later, Brian. Thank you so much for being here. Holy Pandas Master. Okay, yeah, so we'll talk about that in a bit, but yeah, so the switches. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked so much. I haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks, so it's... And Pona is here too, and Grimbo Slice. How's it going? Tally is also here. Where have I been? Yeah, so I was away for my younger brother's bachelor party, so that's why I've been missing in action. I just have to stream a girl in a low-cut Santa outfit. Ooh, what stream is that? Maybe we should call it and just go there. EverUser2 is here as well. How's it going? You're doing my lap lace while I watch your stream. Very nice. Okay, so real quick, let's talk about the switch that we're working with today. So this is a combination. Let me bring it. Yeah, I didn't want to stream too long today as well because you know how I have sinus problems? It's even worse with how dry the air has been. I have one humidifier running here. I have another one outside going, but it's still pretty bad. Okay, so it is a mixture of the Tilio switch and MX Silent Blacks. So you combine these two along with 62-gram split springs.
I love you.
Oh, and I love you too. Who's that? Every user too. With a gift sub from Tally. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And so yeah, so there's a combination of those. So Tilio bottom. Let me zoom in on this. Tilio bottom, split 62-gram spring inside, and then just a regular MX Black top, and then with the Silent Black stem, lubed with Crytox 103, LSD oil on the springs, and 3204 on the actuation nubs. So yes, 3 kinds of lube. We'll compare this with, so this is what we were aiming for, right? And this is what we're left with, what we're left over with. So this is basically the well, first of all, this is unlubed, but this is Tilio top, so gather on top, Tilio stem, Tilio spring with cherry MX Black bottom, and so you can hear the difference. And so with keycaps, I don't know how much of a difference there is. Hello brother, how's it going? NCRD SKT2 SKT as well. Who else is here? And yes, school first, Tefram. Absolutely. HB says I have a surprise for you. Oh boy. Oh boy, what kind of surprise? By the way, I just stocked up on those pizzas again today. I went out and got another 5 for the week. Perfect kind of food for finals week. Also, for those of you who missed it, Poners, or who missed the early bird pricing, Poners Xeno keyboard is still going. It is a 75++ layout. Go check it out. If he can drop the link or someone else drop the link, that would be nice. And if you use the affiliate link, I am buying one as well, although I won't be able to use. I haven't bought one yet. I needed to save money for my younger brother's wedding first, and then after that, I can spend on the Xeno. But yes. So if you decide on joining me, on joining the group buy, and if you use the affiliate link, it's 10% commission for me. So if you were already thinking of buying it, it would be nice. It's not going to cost you anything other than a different link to click on. And it would be a nice way to support the channel, for sure. That would be very nice. I have stopped running ads on YouTube. And so that would be great. And for those of you who have done that, I really appreciate it. For those of you who just want to double check who used it, but you know, the problem is that they don't tell you whether or not it worked, whether the affiliate link worked. So if you're worried that it didn't work, you can ask me. I will get an email about it, I think a day after or something like that. Although they won't tell me who it is and what they bought, they'll just tell me how much to expect. And so if you just want to double check, feel free to message me or something, and then I can check with Zeal if something's not right. But that's the Xeno. I was gonna get the silver case with black plate, but I think I'm gonna do black and rose gold plate because black just looks so good on my white desk. It looks so amazing. You know what they say about big black things on white desks. Okay, anyway, so the switches, this is the leftover Tilio parts with the cherry bottom. And this isn't that, man? The lubed Zilent. think we can put it on there. So this is without the PCB and everything, but so number 2 is the switcher we're using today. Yeah, so that's the difference between the two, and we will get started with the build. Okay, let's see. Daredevil says keyboard feels amazing, so he's talking about these Zeal V2s. I'm trying to figure out QMK and maybe sand down a stabilizer. Oh no, that doesn't sound good. And Mr. Keep says we're like puppies when you leave them alone for a long time.
I love you.
Rope as well. The Footlong Sub Club, thank you so much. Oh no. Wow, what have I done? Okay. And let's see. So again, if I miss anything in chat, please let me know. I'm kind of behind now. Let's see. Pieces, we need some milk from Mama Dog. Oh boy. Oh, have I got a lot of milk for you. Tyler says I have a fresh pie here now. Very nice. What?
Oh, yeah.
What toppings did you go with? Japanese Horror Rider. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Thank you, I really appreciate it. First of all, welcome to the stream today. And thank you so much for the bits. Rope says black and white is hot. Pona says black and rose gold sample might be coming soon. Oh boy. Cause so at first I wasn't sold on the rose gold yet because I was afraid of the Apple effect where rose gold is actually pink and not rose gold. I don't want a pink plate. I want actual rose gold. I want, cause rose gold is actually closer to copper. So it's more of an orange red color than it is a pink color. And a lot of the keyboard stuff has been, when they say rose gold, like GMK Olivia and other things like that, it's been the Apple kind, which is pink. And so I asked Zeal to clarify and to make sure. And also the silver is not dark silver. So some people thought it was going to be dark silver. It's just going to be silver. And so at first I thought it was going to be dark silver. That's why I was going to go for it. But if it's regular silver, I have a lot of other silver boards, so maybe not. I don't have a custom black board actually. And then if the rose gold is closer to copper, then I am 100% getting that. I think at first I was just gonna get the half plate, but now I'm thinking I'll get both the plates. Oh. So I might do 2 builds. I don't know. We'll see. Also, Mr. Keeps, thank you for the gift sub to Zambumon. 17 gift subs. Thank you. Ooh, and 18 for the gift sub to Rope. Thank you very much. And thanks for the links as well. Thank you. Yeah, it's in the Discord. I finally have a channel up for it because of someone's suggestion. If any option was available, what color would you choose? If the rose gold is the copper, like what they're saying, I would have preferred a whole rose gold board. That would have been beautiful. Okay, so I need to take this thing apart first. Get the plate out. I tested the PCB already. Everything's working fine over there. I'm just gonna unscrew this. Get rid of that. And yes, this is Taiwanese. This is, well, technically Chinese. It is Bopo Morpho or Juin or something like that, they call it. So basically it's the other system. There's Pinyin and then there's another one that the Taiwanese like to use for Chinese input. And so this is that other one. The one that I don't know. I don't understand at all. Because I did not use that system. And yes, the difference is insane, isn't it? The difference between the two switches.
I love you.
Von Swoopington, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Okay, hopefully I didn't miss anything. And no, so these are the KP Republic die subs. So I already have I reviewed the Japanese one. Or was it Korean? The Korean. And so now I have the Taiwanese one for it as well. Teflon says, I wonder what the comparison to the Helios. How they compare to the Helios. Yeah, so I am going to be building a few boards with the V2 switches from Zeal. We're just waiting on them. One of them is the KBD8X. That one I think is going to use the Zilio or Zilent V2. I can't remember. Or Helio V2. I don't even remember. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be pretty fun. Although, when I tried out the V2s, the Zilio V2s, I don't know if I would use them as my daily driver personally. I would probably use them with big keycaps like SA keycaps or MT3. I don't think I would enjoy them very much with cherry profile keycaps. I think I would. I think I really like the combination of big heavy keycaps with very tactile switches. So those are just fun to type on, but not something that I would use all the time, especially not for gaming and stuff like that. I know a lot of people like them though, so the Zilio V2s are gonna be very popular, especially now with the Holy Panda drop from Mass Drop. Someone was asking about that, right? So that's gonna be fun. At first we thought, oh man, the pandas are an endangered species. And then it's like they found the 13th district or some shit. Oh, surprise! All of a sudden, they're popping up everywhere. Taz says that Mira looks pretty nice. Oh yes, so I didn't get to show off the bottom. Look at that. That is nice. Bless Zeal for adding extra plate PCB option. The Remix ended up getting both plates. Very nice. What combo did you get, Dominic? Did you get black or did you get silver this time? Mira looks like a tank, says Ninjitsu. First of all, welcome to the stream. And yes, it's built like a tank too. Pretty heavy. MT3, Zamvumon. So Zamvumon, when is your next set coming out, by the way? Still waiting on that Blue Samurai. But Zamvumon does have a... You should ask him about a TKL. If you haven't heard of it already. Then he's like got black with silver. So both plates silver, or did you try to go one plate silver and something else? VPR, hello. How's it going? Trinity the Gamer, yes. And I've heard it has been a smooth ride so far. It took him faster to get things manufactured, produced, and in his hands than for some of the group buy runners to even submit the order to the manufacturer. So, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. He's moving quick. A little bit quicker than a Mini Cooper. About as quick as a BMW, I'd say. User2 says MT3 Godspeed is such good price. As the lowest MOQ, it would be like 85 or so for alphas with mods. Yes, I need to sell stuff to get that. I might even, honestly, I'm thinking I might even sell one of my beloved GMK sets. So either Carbon or Oblivion or something. I might get rid of one of them. Just to get MT3 Godspeed. Or some of my SA Pulse. Zambon, how is Jamon pronounced, by the way? Whenever I see it, I keep thinking Yamo or Yamo, like the speakers that I have. But oh, there's an N at the back. Hamon. Oh, very nice. Okay. Ron DG, welcome to the stream. Now, see, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Well, that makes sense, though. Board, put the Mira aside. Got an aluminum plate. Is the Miranda gray-green or straight gray? Good question. I think it's the lunar gray. I believe so. It's the same gray that the other Mira I built was. Well, this is my 4th Mira I'm building, I think. And it's the exact same gray as that one. And that one I believe was lunar gray. Pretty sure. Opponent says keep Oblivion, in my opinion. Yeah, I was. The thing is though, Carbon was the first time I actually liked a set that much. And yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I really wanted to join the round 2 for Carbon, but holy shit. It's the biggest fail fish we've ever fried on Mass Drop. Holy fuck. So much hype.
I love you.
Russ is here. Oh no, I just realized our alert is messed up again. So, hold on. Where is it? What? Okay, well, maybe it'll work afterwards. Russ says, we all know that Solarized Dark was the best. No, it's not. GMK Necro was even better. Please. When Swoopington says, gotcha. Thanks. I ended up selling GMK Camping to buy Godspeed. Yeah, see, that's... I need to do that. I need to get rid of sets to get Godspeed. I think that Godspeed... I think it'll be... It's like the MT3 that... It's... Or the Godspeed that I would want to keep. Because I've had, XDA Godspeed. I don't care for XDA. And they haven't done a GMK version yet. And I've always thought that Godspeed, the colorway is good for die subbing anyway. So it's nice. Hopefully the legends are going to be better than Dev Titty. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I will definitely join MT3 Godspeed though. How does a poly plate compare to alu and brass? So poly sounds even more muted than aluminum. It does not always sound better or feel better. It really just depends. Ever use a 2 says, max your credit card and buy M3 Godspeed for maximum amount. It'll probably sell at 100% markup. Credit is like 5 to 10 months. 5 to 10% for 6 months. Yeah, you could you could do that. But if there are delays, then you're kinda fucked. Someone said Pimp My Keycap guy bought like 80 SA Pulse. Are you serious? Holy shit. Has he been selling them on Mac Market? I don't keep up with Mac Market anymore. I pretty much never check it these days. Never ever actually. It's good though. It stopped me from spending. Has anyone here tried the copboard mod? I believe it was actually, wasn't it done by Zoology? Maybe I'm wrong. Wasn't he the first one to do the condom mod? Maybe I'm wrong. I remember someone was the first one to do it. Someone I know. Or was it the Topa thing that Thetford does? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was Zoology, right? Because it was one of it was during the early days of the stream or the Discord server. Someone was mentioning it. VPR says, I want the glow-in-the-dark Godspeed Minuteman, but DSA gives me pause. Absolutely. Yeah, that is the weird thing about that drop, isn't it? It's like, what the fuck? Where did this DSA come from? Then, you know, I think most glow-in-the-dark things end up being disappointments anyway. It always sounds like a good idea. And when you actually get it, it's maybe cool for the first 2 minutes, and then you're like, what the fuck? It doesn't glow as nice as I thought it would, or it doesn't stay lit as long as I thought it would. I mean, you could make your keyboard glow. You just buy a black light. And then you look up the Vanman's post history. And you figure it out pretty quick. Man, I can't wait for MT3 Necro. Wouldn't that be amazing? JTK Necro. It'd be hilarious if let's go normal Trojans next time, mate. Normal? But I need like the triple XL. Because don't forget, hands can spread germs too. Wrap up. Okay, I'm gonna see if this spacebar wire is straight. anyone sell UV LEDs? That would charge them, right? Oh. Well, there's the purple. They say it's UV, but it's not really UV, I think. The really dark purple LEDs. They're pretty bad though. They're not bright at all. Very, very dim. Mr. Keep says, I had so much faith in Necro and got so disappointed. Did you end up buying it, Mr. Keebs? Twitch Chat Genius, welcome to the stream. Zoology says, I didn't invent the mod, but I wrote it up. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So kind of like Thomas Edison, right? You didn't actually invent it, but you put your name on it first. Just kidding. Did buy it? It was an easy refund. Really? That's really nice. Can you imagine if you had bought it from that? Because wasn't it gonna be some storefront that Jessica had put up at first? Right? Or was it in conjunction with someone else? I can't remember, but basically she was trying to get her own store going, and then I think she was trying to run the group buy off of that. Yeah, and then in the end they had to go back to using a vendor, and so originally was the one that basically saved the project or stopped it from dying, and then it just fucking killed itself again. Tally says, I joined the JTK Hyperfuse group by last day today. Hope they come out okay. I hope so too. I hope so.
Oh yeah.
NGB 300 bits. Thank you so much. He's got an image here. Let's hope it's not porn. It's not, and I'm just oh. Okay, it is porn. That's amazing. Wait, how did you get that made? That's pretty awesome. Ghost Grixley, welcome. Send out nice, okay. Sure. Let me know how much shipping is. Yeah, because we should have that Christmas elf up before any Christmas streams, right? Leave it in the background on the stream for the whole month of December. She's good at Photoshop. Well, tell your wife I said thanks. That's pretty cool. Oh, GMK Metropolis, eh? I need to look it up again. I remember seeing it on, I think it was on the Keycap Designer subreddit or something first, and then I haven't seen it since. $400 USD. And don't forget, this is so for Zamon's board, I believe it should be. I don't know how much I can talk about it though. But it won't be a traditional group buy, is what I'm going to say. We'll let him do the talking though, since he's here. I don't know what I can say and what I can't, so I'll try not to say too much. Yes. No. Be the biggest debate ever. How do you say no QC in Spanish? Excuse me, fellas. Okay, so we are doing a pretty mostly standard layout, I would say. So, you know, long right shift and stuff like that, except for the bottom row, which is going to be wind keyless. This is the thing I hate most about wearing glasses. They get dirty. 'Made by Mastrop. Oh boy. Stabilizers. Okay, so genuine cherry screw-in stabilizers. Nothing new. Still the good stuff. One-hour QA session. That's. Has anyone here actually done the Q&A session thing with any of their buys? No, I haven't. I don't think I've joined anything that has had that. Have I? I don't think so. Okay, so you haven't. Unique keycap of an ISO and oh no. Oh man, I really need to buy stabilizers again. Look at that. I am running out. Let's see, so we need 5 pairs over here. Yeah, I only have, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 left, so I only have enough for 2 or 3 boards. Make another order tonight. I need to make another order tonight. I should probably set an alarm for it. Okay, so set alarm. Let's see, what time should the alarm go off? Let's do 1 p.m. tomorrow. Alarm name, buy stabilizers. I just need 2U stabilizers though. I have, whoa. A lot of spacebar stabilizers. I just need the 2U wires basically. Will my pudding caps fit? Yes. Tally says, if I want one of these keyboards that Anthony builds on stream, I'm gonna have to stock his apartment building. Posing as a landscaper. The sad part is most of these keyboards don't stay here for very long, though. Most of them get shipped out pretty quick. ADB7, that's an easy answer with GMK stabs. Zeo stabs are the best stock, but once modded, I still prefer the sound and feel of Cherry or GMK stabilizers. Of course, Zeo stabilizers look nicer, for sure. I think no one is gonna question that. Okay, and now for the lube. So he keeps the stalkers away. What would someone pay for switches? My Razer Ornata comes with mecha membrane switches already. You are absolutely right. It is unbelievable. Charging $1 a switch? They lost their minds. Okay, so dielectric grease, same old song and dance. That's what my econ professor would always say. He had all these cliches that he would always use. Song and dance, rhyme or reason. No, song and dance he uses all the fucking time. Radio Finals Week? No. Not at all. Not at all. I have not studied for anything at all. Even this week I had, yeah, that presentation thing, and then I had another test. Dielectric grease. I will show you where to lube them, and it's the same thing in pretty much all my streams. Dielectric grease is all you need with stabilizers. You could also use other thick lubes. Some people like using 205 G0 for example. I think it definitely is a better stabilizer lube than a switch lube. Okay, so here's what you need. Lube it here, so a coat around it, and here. And it'll make sense once you put it back into the plastic, because you're basically lubing wherever the metal comes into contact with the plastic. You're trying to fill in the gaps so that there's not a lot of wiggle room, a lot of space for things to hit each other and rattle. And yes, this is a liquid PCB, yes, unfortunately so. The nice thing about the liquid PCB though is that the spacebar actually has a south-facing spacebar stabilizer, so that is very nice to see. This is the Cherry standard, and it should keep the spacebar in line with the rest of the bottom row. Because when it's north facing, your chair profile spacebar will actually sit lower than normal. It'll sit closer to you, and it actually has caused a lot of problems with boards with very tight gaps between the keycaps and the bezels. And so I think if you do this and then still have the tight-ish bezels, it's fine. But if you do both together, I mean, first of all, you shouldn't even have those stupid tight bezels. But some designers have bad taste and still like to do that. But if you do that and with the non-standard spacebar orientation, then it just compounds the problem. Whereas if you start off with this, then you don't have to worry as much. And I showed this off on which stream was it? I think it was on the M65 build stream that I showed. I did a comparison of how the chair profile spacebar sits with the north and south orientation of the spacebar wire. Okay, let's see. NGB with a link. Oh no, he didn't put a space in front of the link. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That's the link. Oh wow, that's awesome. Wait, so she made all that? $5? That's really nice. Does she have an Etsy or something that we can put a link to? VPO, what about you then? What about, okay, test number 3 on Thursday, finals on Tuesday. Oh, same here, because I had a test on Tuesday and I have the final Thursday though. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I told you my nose has not been... I've been suffering pretty bad. I think I ended up staying up all night. 3 days in the past week or past couple of weeks because I couldn't breathe well enough to go to bed. And again, this is with the humidifiers running. Okay, let's see. Someone needs to tell Permatex to fix their lids. Mine broke. Oh, yours broke just like. Yeah, mine broke in a few weeks. I think it broke really early. And all those L's fucking creepy. Oh yes, that would be a concern, especially all of them lined up like that. And it's not just lined up in a single file. It's like a whole stadium of it. Also, when you wake up and order, the names changed. Oh boy. Does anyone here like playing horror games? I have never played a horror game, I think. Never ever. I've watched people play horror games. I personally have not played any. I don't know. I don't get thrills off of being scared. I think it's why roller coasters are kind of meh for me. I don't hate them, but I'm also not the type to really enjoy them. I know some people who get their fucking adrenaline going and they get really pumped when they get on a roller coaster and stuff like that, and you can see that they're actually enjoying themselves. Whereas for me, it's always been okay. It's kind of cool, but is this something I really need to scream for? I don't know. Something I would wait, 2 hours in line for. But yeah, but I know a lot of people like that though. As in, people like that stuff, not people who are like me and have no idea how to have fun. Well, Subington, yeah. So I graduated in econ and psychology. Right now, I'm just taking a bunch of classes, trying to decide on a grad school program to take. Chuck says, like they used to be real people, but got turned into elf dolls by an evil Santa from a parallel universe. And now, yes, Anthony has one. Oh boy. Crippled says horror is letting a 5-year-old eat Cheetos and type on your custom keyboard. Oh. I don't know how that's worse than letting a 50-year-old eat Cheetos and then type on my custom keyboard. At least a 5-year-old doesn't type fast enough to do any real damage. Or at least doesn't even know what the fuck to use it for. NGB says she's going to start an Etsy next year. Also, Mr. Cubes, thanks for being here. Okay, 2 a.m. in Brazil. Okay. Alright, before you go, I'm going to drop your link again. We've got 50 people here. And I would assume most of them have already subscribed to your Twitch channel. But if they haven't, please check out the Brazilian Beefcake, who streams here on Twitch as well. Check him out. He streams really often, actually, almost every day. It kind of sucks that I have to miss most of his streams because just time zones, and now he's going to bed. And usually when he streams, I'm either at, in class or I'm sleeping or something. Because I stay up pretty late. And he streams pretty early. Or at least early afternoon. For me. Okay, NGB, yeah. So Etsy next year, that's pretty cool. Is she planning to sell anything else? Yeah, cause pretty often when I go to the post office, I see people dropping a bunch of those priority, small flat rate packages, and then I'm like 90% sure it's for Etsy. And so it's pretty cool though. You see people just finding ways to make some side money, or at least make money off of hobbies and interests. Now you know what to do. You stream and you sell stuff on Etsy. That's double dipping. Man, we should make a Chokan bobblehead. I think it'd be pretty cool. He's got the head for a bobblehead actually. See, for Mr. Keeves, he wouldn't work very well as a bobblehead because his arms are bigger than everything else. I don't need a bobblehead because I'm basically a bobblehead in real life. Oh, and I think someone asked why we went with Zeal bottoms and not the cherry black bottoms, right? So, give you an example. So this is lubed the exact same way, but with the cherry bottom. And this is the Zeal bottom. Okay, so again, I'm gonna do the one we're using first, which is the Zeal bottom, and then basically this is just a regular Silent Black, lubed and spring swapped. Yeah, so this is just a little bit louder with the silent stem, so that's what we're going with the Zeal bottoms. NB says she does custom shirts, apparel, wood signs. Man, I didn't know she did so much crafty stuff. Crafty, that's not the word I'm looking for, right? Craftsy? Crafty stuff. One, two, okay, we need just two more. Okay. So just two more stabilizers and then we're gonna test the stabilizers. And if they work fine, we can start soldering the first 20 switches or so. So who was it that asked about the Holy Panda drop? Did anyone join already? The major bummer is that it won't ship until May. next year. So that's 6 months out. And always the problem with joining group buys for switches is you don't know if something better will show up in the next 6 months. I think a lot of people have gotten burned before. See, with keycaps it's not so bad. Things don't move as quickly. And keyboards as well, but switches, it's probably out of all the aspects in custom keyboards, it's probably the thing that moves the quickest. And we're not talking in terms of actual innovation or anything like that. We're talking box switches. How to ruin your keycaps like nothing else. But things just move very quickly. There's always something new going on, and there could very well be something that's actually better, objectively better. Again, could. I'm not saying that there will, but it's one of the reasons why I stopped stocking anything. I used to have some things on hand, stuff like PCBs, plates, I think some switches as well, and I've stopped doing that because you get burned really fast if you try to do that. There's always just new things coming out, and if you're not clearing stock fast enough, and when I say fast enough, I mean in less than half a year, then it might come back. It might bite you in the ass, in the monetary ass, if you could put a price on it. But again, excuse me. User 2 says, imagine pre-ordering box wise and it show up 6 months later. Well, if you do that now, it could be just in time for the stem shaver. Actually, yeah, I should ask if my friend ended up getting the stem shaver. Because if he did, I might just borrow his. I completely forgot about the group buy, honestly. And honestly, if the stem shaver ends up arriving and works just fine, I might build my Xeno. This is why I'm going to get the full plate for it as well as the half plate. Because if it works just fine, I would just put box whites on it. Kind of a shame because I think quite recently I've come to the conclusion that box whites are probably my favorite switch at the moment, just because I still type the most consistently with them. It's I always type a little faster on them than on anything else, and I live alone, so I don't have to worry about it being annoying to other people. The only thing, of course, is if I'm gaming, then I probably shouldn't use them. If I'm on voice chat with anyone. But other than that, I just have found comfort with the box white switches. But they are destroying keycaps. So I still have the same GMK Honeywell set on it, basically from day one on the box whites, and I have been too afraid to remove them because I don't want to know how many keycaps are fucked up. I know for sure some of them are. I am very, very certain. Oh my god, dude, I really apologize. Oh, excuse me. Tally says, me too, same cold, a different state. Yeah. Mine's pretty bad. I was lubing switches and it was really annoying because I would just be working on it, trying to be focused, and then I'll just get mucus just leaking down. You can't even I can't even control it. It's just... And the worst part is that when that does happen, because of how cold and dry it is, there's a piercing pain whenever you try to breathe in with that, super wet nostril. Because, heat exchange and blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, so you breathe in and it's just fucking just painful in just the right nostril. The right one is the problematic one. Okay, so finally lube the stabilizers. Let's hope they all work and sound fine. B-Lock says, don't want to hold out my money for that long. Would have bought it now for 260s. Yeah, I think, yeah, like I said, it's kind of rough. And I think that some people are trying to use it as their end game switch or whatever. I think that's kind of, yeah. I think that, I don't know, if you buy a lot of them, I just think that it might be, it's just risky, right? You don't know if they're going to still be the best thing to you in 6 months, or if there's going to be delays. 7 months, 8 months. Fucking the BSP hammer thing. After they said, okay, we're redoing everything. We are, we're going to open a payment again. Sorry we canceled it. We're going to open it back up. We haven't heard from them since. We've heard nothing from them since. So I still have no idea when it's supposed to ship. And if it misses the early January window, then it's not going to ship out until March. Because late January to February, that whole month, remember, it's just going to be shut down for, most keyboard things. Because China's going to be on break. So, for most group buys, if they don't ship out, so of course not GMK, right? Because that's not Chinese. But most other things, if they're not shipping out by early January, you're just gonna have to just wait until March. That's the sad part. Yeah, it's gonna be Chinese New Year. It's like the only major holiday they have. I don't get why people are still surprised at this point. It's basically the only thing they got going for them. It's the biggest holiday in the world. Because it's nationwide and they know how to take a fucking holiday. And because of how homogenous it is over there, most things are just going to be... Because we thought we celebrated Chinese New Year hard in Malaysia, because we would have a whole week. At least the Chinese people, most of them would take a week off. But, we would just have that. We would just have that 1 week. Whereas in China, you would have at least those... a lot of people would have the 15 days to 2 weeks. And then some people would have the whole month. They would take the whole month off and things like that. And then, so there's also, kind of the ripple effect as well. So some businesses decide to stay open during the 14 days or whatever. Or some days, or the 2 weeks. And so they'll close after that. Right? So you have this weird stagger effect. And if most things are closed those 2 weeks, you cannot expect things to just go back to normal the week after that or the 2 weeks after that, because people are going to catch up, right? Because you can think of, say, Thanksgiving and Christmas time, shipping is always a fucking mess around this time. even if they just took like a 2-3 day break, it would be absolutely insane. So you can imagine if all these factories, all these couriers just stop working for 2 weeks or just even a week. They stop working for a week. It's gonna take them more than just that 1 week to catch up on everything. Tally taking vitamin C. Not great for working and studying, but that's not doing it. Yeah, I wonder if I should get anything. I don't know what I should do, honestly. Because this is, back home I don't really have these problems with this crazy sinus shit and just not being able to breathe. Yeah, last week. So this past week was a bit better, but the week before that, holy shit, it was really bad. I just couldn't sleep, just because of respiratory problems. Tally says, after reviewing the reviews, it's like a reaction of reaction videos. Anyway, Zeal V2s and the new pandas, I'm convinced that the Zeal switches are more than adequate and they are stock. Yes, and if you ask Zeal, he would actually say they are better. I mean, of course he would think that. Why else would he go for it? But he believes that I've not directly compared the two, so I can't really say much. But he believes it's a more refined version of that. And I like how Gawk put it. So Gawk hasn't been pretty active. He's been so busy, but he still talks to me almost every day. And so he was talking to me about that because he was wondering if it's worth it for him to buy some of these new switches. And the way he put it, he said that he liked the way Zeal went about it. Because Zeal just basically just looked at what the Holy Panda switches were good at, what they were liked for, and tried to make that the center point of his own switch. Whereas other people are trying to replicate the Panda switch or trying to make the Panda switch again, and then use that to combine with the Halo clear or true stems. Kind of a roundabout way of doing it. So it's like, oh man, I am riding the struggle bus. Well, I'm glad I decided not to stream for too long tonight, because yeah, this is pretty painful. VPR says all the migrant workers get to go home, so they want it long. Yeah, and it's not just that as well. I mean, I guess migrant. Yeah, so we're not just talking international, immigrants. It's also people just one side of China going to the other to work, and then yeah, so all of them need to go home. Not all of them can afford planes and stuff, so the journey is pretty fucking long, you know, by train and stuff like that. And Starstone, welcome to the stream. And Daredevil, catch you later. Thanks for being here. Tyler says Europe takes months off at a time. No wonder the GMP is so low. Is that the Train the Gamer? Is that the shipping thing? Oh yes, it is. Holy shit! Look at that. How do you even sort that shit out? That is ridiculous. And yeah, imagine that if they close for 2 weeks. That's gonna be insane. Mouse is fine. How's it going? He said, have you ever said anything so stupid on the internet? Weighed yourself, took a poop, and then weighed yourself again to see what percent of shit you were when you said the stupid thing? 1.4. That's a respectable percentage. To chat, Genius says, you're gonna get in on the Unicorn 60? No. It's a tray mount 60%, right? I have enough tray mounts to where I don't need to join anymore. But are you? Is anyone here getting one? I don't think any of my friends are getting one as well. It's okay if you are. You absolutely gonna try to get in on that. Okay. How much is the price gonna be for it? I don't know. I've not been impressed with the things manufactured. Keyboards manufactured in Malaysia. Is it gonna be done in Malaysia or is it gonna be done in China this time? Yeah, see, 290. Because I remember it being around 300. I thought, damn, what the fuck. And Automation Jason, welcome. How are you doing today? Yeah, so I say that as a Malaysian, that I have not been impressed with things that were manufactured and anodized in Malaysia. Not at all. You know, TGR boards, the Singer as well. Alright, but that's about it. Okay. PCBs as well, been kind of a crapshoot, honestly. Stabilizer. So now we're gonna test out the stabilizer. I believe these switches should be a bit too tight as well. The PC mount pins are too thick. Yes, so I need to pinch them. Oops. Okay. So this Jet Genius is not a fan of TGR. No, I have unboxed and built a few TGRs on stream. You can check my YouTube channel for the VODs, and you will see that I have not received anything from TGR that's been great. Honestly, most of them have been, well, I said most, but it makes it sound like I've received a lot of them. It's only been maybe 3 or 4 TGR boards. And they've either just been okay or a bit above average or just absolute horrible. And so no, I've not been impressed by them, unfortunately. Your thoughts on Holy Panda? Switcher says the Blank Turk, welcome to the stream. So like I said, I know most people are asking in the context of the drop. So what do you call it? Do you call it a mass drop? That sounds so fucking stupid. I wish that just called it something else. You know, cause it's not a group buy. You can't call it a mass drop group buy. So it's a mass drop. That sounds so stupid. But anyway, So I know most people are asking in terms of that thing. And like I said, I think it's alright to get a board's worth, but I think that if you plan to get more than a board's worth, you just have to. It's a risk. It's a real risk because you don't know if this is gonna be something better in 6 months. I think that being in the hobby for so many years, I think that 6 months is an incredibly long time. When it comes to the Switch scene, not in terms of group buys though, right? 6 months is like, oh my god, that's tomorrow. Because all of them take so fucking long to get done. But anyway, yeah. So that's the risk you run into, and so if you're planning to just get a board's worth, just want a board with them, that's perfectly fine. I think that paying $1 is way better than paying $6 for a Switch, but you just don't quite know what's on the horizon. I think a lot of people have been burned before by previous Switch group buys and stuff like that, or just some sort of parts. Whereas stuff like full keyboards is not so bad. Things don't move as quickly, or anywhere near as quickly, honestly. Chewy, 9 months in a row. We got that baby coming. You getting? Yes, I am getting MT3 Godspeed, Chewy. What about you? Can we also delete Demon Hunters from World of Warcraft? Do you still play World of Warcraft? What other bad decisions are you making in life? I'm just kidding. I have quite a few friends who play World of Warcraft. It's a joke. It really is a joke. None of them are my friends. That's another joke. And then tools, parts, fixtures that you wish were made. Made in terms of just tools in general, or what are we talking about? B-Lock says the Master has some pretty good stuff on there. Oh. Nah, I mean, it's just a meme. Whoop says, what are your favorite brand of keyboards? I don't have one. So if any brand out there is looking for a shill, that was my cry. That was my plea. That was my mating call. We know it's Razer. Yes. But no, yeah, I don't have a favorite board. I don't have a favorite brand. Question comes up all the time. I really don't. Okay, actually, yeah, I don't really have a favorite brand because some of the boards I just don't like that much. But if you're asking me in terms of what are the most reliable brands to buy from, then I think that some of the old guard of the custom keyboard world, Duck and TX. LZ is kind of a crapshoot because of how many things he tries, because of all the different things he tries. Some boards are really nice, some boards it's meh. Some boards are pretty crappy quality control. But in terms of just being reliable, basically putting your money in and getting a product that meets your expectations, TX and Duck are probably two of the best ones at that game. Mostly because they also don't have a lot of innovation going. But their quality control has been almost impeccable in terms of their long history. Long in terms of in terms of the custom keyboard time scale. Yeah, those two you can just buy and that it'll probably be kind of similar to whatever their previous group buys were. Super reliable. I've built a lot of TX and ducks as well. I think that the problem with a lot of people judging keyboards that I really fucking hate, and I know it sounds really dumb because I'm in a different position than most of these people, but a lot of people who talk a lot, and when I say this, I'm thinking of specific names. They will have a lot to say about different brands and their rankings and stuff like that when they've maybe seen one of those or used or built with just one of those from the brands or just none of them, or yeah, or just one of each of the brands, right? Like say, oh, I'll buy one TX board, I'll buy one duck board, I'll buy one this, and then they'll try to make a judgment off of that. Or they buy one LZ board, say they buy the best ever LZ board or one of the better ones, like one of the better ones would be the LZ, what's the name? Damn it. LZCP. I think that's what it is. FBI. Open up now. Yeah, so the... You know, because if someone's only experience of LZ is the LZCP, and they would think of LZ, you know, they would regard LZ pretty highly. But if someone's only experience of LZ is something like the CLS line, which I think all of them have been pretty... you know, they're not great. They're decent boards, but they're really not, like in terms of the anodizing and some of the just the finish on it. Okay, you know, the problem is that the finish is worse than KBD Fans' finish, so it's like, and so, but these people will have a lot to say. Oh, this is better than this one. This is better than this one. Whereas I think that, you know, for me, I've built with multiples, either of the same board or multiples of different boards from the same brand. So like for example TX, you know, I've built TX75, TX60, TX84, TX84 SE, 1800. Hold on, no, not the 1800. TXCP. What else? TX65. You know, and then LZ, we've got the CP, the iron, the boards that I've built. CLSM, CLS. No. What other LZ boards? But yeah, so I think I can more reliably tell people, or at least I think that I can speak from actual experience. And you know, say like the Mira. This is my 4th Mira build. So I can tell you really what I think about it, because it wasn't just one. It might not have just been. Basically, I have a bigger sample size is what I'm saying. It's like 8 inches. But yeah, so I can tell you, yeah, that when I say some board is more reliable than others, I say that from actually building with them and actually looking at them in detail, showing them on camera as well. Almost all of them are going to be shown on camera, so you get to see everything. You know, duck as well. I've done the Eagle, Viper, Octagon, Orion, Unicorn X Legend, Jetfire. Blackbird I've unboxed. I have not built with it. The Jetfire was like 3 or 4 Jetfires, I think. There's 3 black and 1 silver, I think. Was it 5? A lot of Jetfires, so I remember. To chat, Gina says, I'm ordering Holy Pandas to take out the Halo stem. Sell it to people who bought Jesus. Put in a vintage black stem. This reverse engineering my own linear. Hey, there we go. That's how you make the money, right? What board have you enjoyed the most other than you wouldn't want? Wait, I wouldn't want? I don't really enjoy this board that much. I mean, it's fun because of how annoying it is, but that's it. I don't actually enjoy it. Mama Instant Noodle. Nice. Is that the Tom Yum one? The thing I like about Mama Instant Noodles is that the noodles themselves are pretty nice. The actual noodles. Because different instant noodles will have different... the noodles themselves are different. So Maruchan Ramen, for example, the noodles themselves are like the worst shit ever. Also, Trashorama. Hello, hello. I actually went to Nerdvana for the first time ever just last weekend. What do you think about the white TX boards? The Kin himself has said that all of them will basically be B stock. He says that trying to ensure the quality of the white coating on them has been insanely difficult. And so he has tried to tell everyone to adjust their expectations. So again, pretty solid coming from Kin. He at least is telling people and being honest about what's going on. Whereas you see a lot of other group runners who won't do shit like that at all. Right? They'll just send me boards with horrible pitting. TGR. So it's nice. It's nice that they've been honest about it. I kind of regret not getting a white LZ iron, but oh well. I don't really need TKLs though. So probably just money saved basically. Okay, so I need 3 here, 3 here, 1 here, 4 here, and then the rest I can clip. Yes, I'm gonna clip the rest. Oh man. The worst part of having a stuffed nose is that it messes with your hearing as well. The pressure difference between with your ears. Mrs. Fine says, if you don't like it, I guess, why is it the one you use on stream every time? Well, like I said, it's fun. It's a wood board, so it's lightweight. I can move it in and out easily. It's pretty recognizable as a board. You don't want just some generic board lying around. And I will never use these parts anywhere else. These are box switches with SA caps. I'm not going to put the SA caps on anything else anyway. I'm not going to put other keycaps on these box royals. I don't want to use a meta board here because then I'm going to scratch it pretty easily moving it around and with all the tools everywhere. So that's why it's here. If I could use another board, I would. The other wood board I have, I just don't have time to take it apart. It has a really bad setup and it has XDA caps on it right now. So I like SA more than XDA. So yeah, no, I don't enjoy. You don't see me typing on this secretly at night. Yeah, no, I do not like the box royals all that much. And SA as well. What do you type on secretly at night? Your mom and I have always clicked pretty well. Topper. Yes! Get in on that rubber action. Are there any upcoming boards you're excited about? Xeno, HBCP, I think those are the two I can think of, honestly. Yeah, I think it's just those two. I am getting the Xeno. I don't know about the HBCP yet. I might get it. I just don't really need a big board, but it is a nice layout. Holy shit. This plate. What? Okay, so first of all, biggest problems with Zeal bottoms or Gateron bottoms. The PC mount pins are larger than standard, thicker than standard, so you have to clip them to use them with most PCBs. So that's a big problem. And so if you're buying something like the Xeno, you are locked into, kind of soft locked into using Zeal switches. If you're trying to do a PC mount build, if you're trying to use the half plate, let me add, because you have to use the bottoms. You could use Gateron bottoms, but let's be real, no one really likes Gateron bottoms. Helpful Human, how's it going? Chuck says that poor board thought it was loved. It appears in every stream it's all been a lie. Yeah, I'm surprised that people think that I actually like this board, typing on this board. I don't think I've ever said I like typing on this board. I just said that it's a fun board, you know, it's annoying as shit, and that's it. It's very recognizable. That's what I'm saying, you know. You see it on stream, you immediately recognize, oh, it's that fucker again. You know. With the annoying clacking. And you know, it's that, you know, it's, I don't see anyone else with this combo with the round fucking mass drop. That's why most of the time I have the camera zoomed in so you don't see the stupid logo. I shouldn't call it stupid if I want a sponsorship, right? It's pure. They're not gonna throw money this way. So I can say what I want. But yeah, so just a very recognizable board. Okay, let's keep going. So I'm clipping these, but for these I'm not clipping them. For these I am pinching them. So you can either clip them or pinch them. Pinching them is just not very reliable. We are getting it done, and so I only save them for these spots where the switch is not tightly held, you know, by the plate on all four sides, so that I do switch alignment. But other than that, clipping is definitely the way to go. Oh wait, I don't need a switch here. I think I'm better off putting a switch here. Can't wait for random Frank. Yes. See, yeah. You basically have to do that if you want to get on Matchup's good side. Family friendly fun. switches here, so switches here as well. I should probably put some here. So yeah, so these switches are not fitting into the plate perfectly, which is why I have to pull them upwards. I have to pull the plate up against the switch because otherwise the plate is pushing the whole the switch is pushing the whole plate downwards and is not actually getting seated flush into the plate. Ugh, when will the suffering end? Yeah, I actually have been breathing with just one nostril for most of the stream. It says, Whoop 30 says, what keyboards do you actually own? I think I remember you saying most of the boards. Yeah, so most of these boards aren't mine. Currently, let's see. The boards I do have just lying around. I have the Singer that's unbuilt. I have the TX75 that's unbuilt. ADV7, thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you. Says, hope you get well soon. I hope so as well. I don't know what it'll take for it to get better. I have to get it figured out because it's affecting my sleep and just I've been tired all the time because I haven't been able to sleep properly as well. Thank you so much. Let's see. So TX75, Singer, Enjoy PBT75 is on my desk right now. I have a Zeal 60 and a Tofu plateless build. I have a Tina with box whites that's unused right now because box switches don't destroy any of my keycaps. I have two wooden boards, one with box royals, the other one with it's shitty browns. So they're pretty bad browns, and then with a steel plate, which is fucking terrible. And then I just have a lot of DZ60 builds as well lying around, and I have a Chibi 60 sitting in a box. I have the KB75 V1 round 1. It was actually the first batch of KB75s sitting disassembled in a drawer. I have the V2 KB75 sitting in a box unbuilt. I have an Atreus 62. What else do I have? Lots of 60% parts. I have 3 acrylic cases. I think at least 2. And then I have another 2 or 3 aluminum cases with 60% boards just sitting around. Yes, so lots of just parts and stuff everywhere. I think that's all I can remember right now. I have to get rid of a lot of keyboard stuff though. I don't need this much stuff just lying around. No, it's just the aluminum Singer. The polycarbonate Singer, you lock to that crappy layout with the asymmetrical wind keyless blockers, where one is 1U and the other one is 0.5U, which I think is one of the stupidest layouts I've seen ever in the keyboard world. And so that's why I didn't go for the polycarbonate one. And so I just have I have a navy blue with burnt orange plate. So pretty cool combo. I'm getting rid of it though, unfortunately. No, see, so when I push the switch in, it's pushing the whole, you see that? It's pushing the whole plate down with it. Because the cutouts are a bit too tight for the switch, and the plate it's just aluminum, so it's not very rigid. So it just buckles under the force. Buckles, right? That's the word for it. And yes, I'm getting rid of my Singer. I might sell it to a friend, or I'll just put it up on Mac Market or something. I don't know yet. And then I'm selling the TX75 to a friend as well. I don't know when he'll have the money for it. Mouse is fine, says I like your hair. Well, thank you. My hair likes you too. Yes, from Adjo. Hello. How's it going? B-Lock says, out of all the reviewers, Frank is easily the most chill. I can actually stand watching his videos. I have stopped watching most tech videos, I'd say. I used to watch them all the time. And yeah, I guess kind of like you right now, I can't stand most of them. I cannot stand watching them. I think that there isn't a whole lot interesting going on in terms of tech right now, keyboards and computers and stuff. Just not a whole lot going on, honestly. It's been pretty stale past year or so. 87 says, any reason you haven't sold those yet? I've been busy. I haven't had time to put them up or anything. I have some keycap sets I have to sell. I haven't done that yet. I have a lot of keycap sets to sell, actually. I just don't have time. I have not even checked my XDA Scrabble set to make sure I got everything. Because there's going to be so much missing. I need to get that done, though. Before they run out of replacements. VPS is RGB everything. Yes. So, unfortunately, yes. That is true. At first, you're like, whatever. Fuck the RGB haters, because you can turn it off or whatever. And now it's getting annoying because now, it's still going. The RGB train is still going. It hasn't stopped yet. So that is annoying. And you said, send me a list of what you want to sell. Are you buying everything? I'm just kidding. Twitch chat Gina says, my heart sings when people judge keyboards on RGB quality. I mean, it's you still have to judge it if that's what people want, right? That's why I really hate when. Okay, is one thing people need to stop fucking doing is recommending people stuff like the Ducky RGB board or people haven't done that in a while, but this was especially true a few months, maybe about a year ago. People would just keep recommending the Ducky Shine RGB and the MK, I think Disco is what it's called, Disco TKL, over Corsair, Logitech, Razer. People just keep, people would post, say, a keyboard deal, RGB keyboard deal on Build a PC sales, and then someone, you should buy a Ducky. You should buy a Ducky RGB, but it's gonna be so much better quality. It's gonna be so much better build quality. It's way better. You don't have to use any software. It's so good. It's so limited though, in terms of what you can actually do with it. If you're gonna buy an RGB board, you might as well go all out and just get something that actually match the rest of the RGB kit. If that's what you want, go all the way. And anything without software control, honestly, just has shit RGB. in terms of what you can do with it. And you know, it can't sync up with any of your other stuff. It's just kind of lame. And honestly, Ducky build quality isn't that much better, really. It's a fucking lie. And I think that the only one that really got that part right, the RGB part kind of right, was Cooler Master, where they tried to do. You can do both hardware and software control for the RGB. I think that the people are so afraid of software control. And are you fucking retarded? You know that that'll give you way more precise control over your RGB, right? Not all software is bad. Yes, most of it is pretty terrible. But if people want it for the RGB, that's what they want, right? Stop trying to give them shit recommendations.
I love you.
Devness, 7 months in a row with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. How's it going? A little late. How are you? You've been working all day. KB Wars is here as well. How's it going? Beatlock says Fortnite has ruined most channels for me. Best insert product here for Fortnite. Videos getting 3 times the views normal. Well, yeah, that's how they have to make money. Unfortunately, yeah. Especially with the shitty ass, with how shitty the YouTube algorithms are nowadays, and you know, ads on Google and stuff like that. It encourages crappy content. Beatlock says Rainbow RGB is the biggest cringe. People like that. Oh well. I don't, right? My computer, you can see. Oh, it doesn't show my computer. Fuck. It used to. Oh no. Alright, look at that. No RGB at all. It's just white light. I can turn that off with a remote control here that also controls the lighting in my room. So I can do this, or turn off basically all the lights except for these 2 box lights here. Or I can turn everything else on, or I can turn everything off and just the computer case lights on. Please don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel. Then as I made it, was busy playing new Smash since I got home. Is that the only kind of smashing you're doing this weekend? Pepe hands. How is it though? Okay, Warrior says, dude, the Instagram algorithms are shit too now. Encourages as many posts as possible instead of quality photos. Yes. Which is why I just don't bother posting on Instagram. Honestly, any kind of social media, it's fucking garbage. Taking away chronological order. The worst part about Instagram is they think they know who you're interested in. So there's some people that I follow out of courtesy that I really, frankly, don't give a shit for, and I say I accidentally see one of their live stories or whatever. So you know how when you're just scrolling or some shit, you're just tapping, and you know, like, oh, what the fuck, why is this guy here? So you see their own video, and then the algorithm thinks, oh my god, he looked at one live story. He must love this person. Let's put that person back at the top of the algorithm. And because at the top, you accidentally scroll to that story again, that person again that you don't really care for that much. And then they're just constantly popping up. And if they're just at the top of the story thing, it's not terrible. But when they start giving notifications, it's so... I guess I can just turn all of it off. This person and these two other people have new Instagram stories. Check it now before it's gone. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Why are you telling me? The worst are a lot of mobile apps these days. They no longer have categories for the different notifications. They have just big categories, and so a lot of this is lumped into the same thing as, say, your other notifications, your important alerts. So that shit grinds my gears. So say you have an app that you really need only for this alert, this notification, this function, and they do all these other annoying notifications. But if you there's no option to just turn your annoying notifications off. If you just turn notifications off, it turns off that one important feature that you needed. That one alert that you have the app for. And that shit it's just so annoying. VPR says, didn't you have stands for those Yamos instead of foam blocks? Yes, VPR, you're correct. But that was for the old Yamos. I had these stands. They're in my kitchen sitting in a cart somewhere. So those worked great with the Yamo C93s, which are 7 centimeters shorter than the 103s. So once I upgraded to the 103s, the tweeters were way too tall with that same stand. Right, because now they're almost 7 centimeters taller. And so I had to get the yoga blocks, and I had to get the 3 inches of the 4-inch one as well, I think. Or is this the 4-inch? I can't remember, but yeah, so I had to get something shorter, because otherwise they were just way too tall, and I would have to do an awkward squat on a chair to be level with the tweeters that way. So yeah, so I had to downgrade to foam blocks. Beatlock says, I had to get RGB strips for my case. The Matchify C I bought has a dark tinted window. Can I see inside of it, defeating the purpose of having a window? Wait, why did you have to get RGB strips for your case? Why can't you just get a white light? The thing I don't like about most RGB strips is that the white light isn't actually white. You need to get an RGB W or just get white lights. Mine's just literally just white. It looks bluish only because of the window. The window has a blue tint to it, which is so annoying. Slight blue tint to it. It makes the light kind of blue. KB Warrior says, I used to care about how my PC looked, but years after I just stopped caring. That's what most people say after they get married. And then after a few years, Desmond says it's pretty good. Talking about Smash. We're talking about things people don't do after they get married. Okay, it feels a lot different from Smash 4 though. I like the changes. Definitely going to be putting some hours into it. Very nice. Is this for the Switch? What is this for? Because Gawk bought a Switch and he told me he's been trying out Smash Brothers on it. Vlog says, I didn't have to, but I got the NZXT Hue on sale. Oh my god, the NZXT Hue. The NZXT Hue was what made me decide to get rid of everything RGB. It was the fucking NZXT Hue. So buggy, constantly not working. Every update made the cam software even worse. And I just got sick of it. I got sick of constantly trying to, did you try the latest fix on it? Did you try this? Did you try this other thing? Oh, you have to roll back to this patch because the new update fucked it up. Oh, you just had an update for another component on your computer and it broke your NZXT cam? Well, try all these older versions and see which one actually works just fine. Or have you tried rolling back your updates for your other component? It's like, what the fuck? Why am I didn't sign up for this maintenance bullshit. I just want the damn thing to work. And so yeah, most of the time it just didn't even work. And I got so sick of trying to get it to work. It's like, why do I even have this? Most of the time it turned off because it just isn't even doing the right thing. And so yeah, I just sold it off, got rid of it, and then stripped everything RGB. Because before that, my case was kind of designed for RGB. I had really dark tinted windows, and I had the NZXC. What are those fans called? The one of the rings. Air, I think. And so the cooler and the air cooler and the rear fan had those rings, and so when you turn off all the LEDs in the case, you just had that tinted window, those rings would just glow and it looks super cool. And I had other silver parts as well. My whole build was just silver parts and black. And then I just got sick of it not working, so I just got rid of it. Okay, so this is win keyless. So to figure out the bottom row, and that means I have to solder 2 less switches, which is nice. Yes, that is correct. Right? Yes, I believe that is correct. B-Lock says I only paid $30 for it, so I can live with it. Tally says, coming up, Anthony endorses the floppy drive. Hey, don't diss the floppy drive. That was when 3.5 inches were big. Sleepsin, how's it going? Sleepsin, did the board get to you? It says, I have... Is that LifeFX? What is that? LifeX? Valves have the same problem. Every time they update the app, which they do often, they break something. Yes, isn't that annoying? So first of all, they have to update it often because things keep breaking. But every time they update it, they break something else. It's like, why can't you just fucking test it before you push the new update? God damn it. Shotgun says, I like the novelty of it. After having a crap PC for years from pre-RGB days, it's fun to have some color. Yeah, so I like some color. I don't like too much of it. But that's why I had my fun with it, and then I realized it was just maintenance that I just didn't care at all. So in the end, I just got rid of it. I don't have problems with people still going for RGB though. I think that's why, if people want RGB board, I have no problems recommending them. Telling them to just get the whatever RGB board that they wanted to look at. It's like, just, if you just wanted that to match everything else, just go for it. There's no custom option that can really do the same thing you wanted to. You do the thing you wanted to do. So I can't, in good faith, recommend you anything. Again, I apologize. Oh, man. I need to keep myself hydrated. So much liquid coming out. I wonder if people ever try to sell it as gruel. Can you imagine those people who do the used panties thing? It's like, damn it, I can't, I can only churn out, say, 2 panties a day, and then you're like, oh, well, how do I increase it? Can you imagine if some of those used panty sellers just let their boyfriends wear the panties and sell them? And so they still have that sweat smell, and then all they have to do is just kind of wipe some white stuff over it, shiny, maybe a little bit, so when it dries up, it's a little bit shiny, kind of white stuff. That's it. Some kind of starchy. You can't. Most people won't be able to really tell, right? Simpson says, yesterday, I like the Alia switches a lot. Probably could have gone 80 grams. My Zilent V2s showed up today too. Oh, very nice. So, are those the ones that are going on the KBD8X? I was just talking about it earlier in the stream. People were talking about, because Daredevil, who was here in chat earlier, he just got his build done with Zilent V2s. So, I was talking about the Zilent V2s. Okay, Warriors, these are silent black. And it's in the switch in the title, but this is the silent black stem in a Zeal bottom with 62 gram springs and a cherry black top. Probably a whole Twitch streamer industry based around it. Probably. There's a lot of things on Twitch that you should not look at. It used to be crazy though. It used to be a whole Wild West section of Twitch. But that all moved away, unfortunately. That was before I started watching Twitch. God damn it, I missed out on the golden days of Twitch. The golden shower days. Man, see, this is so annoying. The switch would just push the whole plate down. Okay, there we go. Tyler says, I think we need to measure this stream in tissues needed. See, that's kind of an annoying thing. So yeah, I have to run through tissues pretty quick because I've been here 6 years. My nose still can't get used to the air around here because of how dry it is. And so yeah, so I burn through tissues pretty normally, quite a bit, even on normal days. It's just gotten way worse the past few weeks. And so, my trash can had a lot of used tissues there. And people are, oh, where do those used tissues come from, bro? It's from my nose, I swear. And, and then you actually need to do a bit of a sniffle. But, you shouldn't. Because if you say shit like, oh yeah, it's from my nose. And then people just think, oh, now he's faking it. It's a thing. It's like when your mom is trying to wake you up for school. You're like, oh, okay. This is what my younger sister used to do. I'm sick. Oh, I'm not feeling well, mom. And so yeah, I'm trying to explain to people, and at the same time, it's like, oh well. Yeah, and because of how dry it is, I also have to have some lotion nearby as well, because otherwise see how ashy my hands would start getting between my fingers. Look at that. So it's gotten bad enough where sometimes it bleeds as well. And so yeah, during the winter months, I will have a nice bottle of lotion sitting there and tissues. And then when I have guests over, Oh, nice setup, man. I can explain. B-Lock says the only reason why I have a Zeal 60 is to get a specific color teal. Underglow isn't my favorite. Yeah. And even then though, it's not. Is it 16.8 million on the or whatever? Not right on Zeal 60. I don't think so. It's still pretty limited in terms of the exact shade you can get. And even then, honestly though, even then, it's not like the proper RGB boards are really RGB anyway. You know, there's a lot of colors you can't actually get. Yellow is always fucked up, for example. Yellow always ends up looking kind of greenish. Ends up looking like necro. Do you use Soberthane in any of your builds? I have Soberthane in the Android PT 75 that's on my desk. I don't know if you can see it. That board back there, there's Soberthane in there, and then I used to have a TXCP with Soberthane in there as well, and I think that it definitely does a difference compared to Shelf Liner, where it's like maybe it did something, maybe it didn't, I don't know, but Soberthane you can actually feel and hear a difference when it's in there. A lot of it has to do with the mass as well, because Soberthane is heavy as shit. So it's like adding a weight to your keyboard. I think that for a TXCP, the Soberthane alone was around 500 grams, so it's almost a pound for just the Soberthane. Tyler says, I have an entire bottle of low dosage aspirin since the stream started. Yes. I need to do something about this. This is not the way. Oh no, the switch just came out. Damn it. Okay, so we're gonna do some soldering. We're gonna solder these, what I like to call anchor switches in. These switches are we're gonna make sure that these switches are all flush against the plate and the PCB. So you wanna make sure, for example, these bumps in the front of the switches. Okay, this is not gonna show you where. I'll use this switch to show you. You want these little bumps here to be touching your PCB. Now I would say 95% of builds that I have seen, that I've worked with, that's not built by me, will have, the bumps won't actually touch the PCB, which means they were doing a shit job. And that's what the bumps are designed for. So you want them to be flush, and if you get all your switches flush against the plate and PCB, then that means your plate and PCB are gonna be, virtually parallel. And so that's what we're gonna try to do here, as always. And so you don't want to put all the switches in just yet, because there might be some, there might be a lot of tension if you put too many switches down, and then it's gonna be hard to force the plate down or whatever. It's just gonna be hard to manipulate the plate. So this is a way to and then you solder in a star pattern, kind of like when you're replacing a wheel. So we're gonna go like this, and then work our way in the middle, spread them around. Normally for builds, you don't want to solder these switches in yet with the universal cutouts, but for this build we can do that because they're PCB mount switches. They don't have any wiggle room. They're not gonna be crooked or anything. Okay, so let's get started. Man, I wonder if my nose will get worse with the fan on. It's gonna be cold. Only to match a picture of RWB Orlando. Porsche 993 I have above my monitor. Very nice. I have a friend who's thinking of getting a Porsche. She might get it this weekend, I think. Okay. So let's go ahead and solder some of these. And then yeah, so after I solder these, we're just gonna call it a night because yeah, I can't continue for too much longer, honestly. It's pretty painful. And I bet it's painful for you guys too, just constantly hearing me sneeze and blowing my nose. Not you. Cool Kids for Life 99. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Okay, see, so once you get this done for the first switch, you can move on to the next one. Okay, see how the bumps are touching the PCB? Look at that, look at that. That is nice. That's nice contact right there. Look at that. So yeah, so once you've ensured that the switch is flush, you can move on to the next one. You're gonna solder. Tyler says the reviews on the V2 seem to suggest that the 62 and 78 were the keepers. Those are the most distinctive properties. I think it's 78. 78 sounds a bit too heavy for my liking. But then again, if I am using them with SA keycaps or MT3 keycaps, I don't mind going heavier. Because those big keycaps have a way of making basically your switches will feel lighter. Whatever spring rate you're using, they're gonna feel lighter. Feel. It's not gonna actually make them lighter, right? But they will feel lighter because of the heavy keycaps. So that's why I'm actually able to type on the Box Royals on this wood board. If I put cherry keycaps on it, I would almost not be able to type on it. And Hammer Brother's back here in chat. He says he really likes the 78 gram V2s. He grabbed a set the other day. Pretty nice after lubing. Did a few spring swaps as well. Test on the 65 would feel like, and that felt pretty good too. Oh boy. I'm glad you're finding things that make you feel good. Tyler says I'm way old school. He says he likes box switches. Way old school. Computers are still made out of wood. Ah yes, the good old days. When the save icon actually, well, I guess that came way later, right? Presentation, yeah. So unfortunately, when the day I presented, that tattoo on the back girl was absent. And then, so we were supposed to present on Tuesday and Thursday. I presented on Tuesday. I was the last guy to present on Tuesday. But she was not there. And then, oh my, is my microphone too loud? I just realized, have I been clipping the whole stream? I really apologize. I just noticed it might be too loud. Sometimes it resets itself, sometimes it doesn't. It's so annoying. Oh, I think it's fine. That's weird. Okay. So on Thursday was when she was going to present, but I was absent. So I missed out on some fun. crush on this girl? Holy shit, no. I die on the inside. I feel my brain cells just committing seppuku one by one with every word she utters. And expose that back tattoo. No, she's not a brunette. I think she's a mix. I want to say. I don't know. You can never tell these days. But she is of the darker complexion. So definitely not white. Don't know what exactly the mix is. I don't care to know. I just know whatever produced it kinda fried some brain cells along the way. Knocked that IQ score down a few pegs.
I love you.
Alex, 9 months in a row. When is my baby? Should be due any day now. But thank you very much for the sub. Tyler says, you need to take a picture of her and her ink for us. Oh no. If I asked her, she would be happy to oblige. Oh my god, yes, my tattoo. Did I tell you about what it means? Tired of hearing about her without having evidence in front of me. You just want to ogle at it, don't you? Oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh. Translations, I don't understand. Oh, yes, of course, Tally, of course. Also, she's also the type to probably be a single mom of 3 by the time she's 24. Thank you for the cheer, 700 bits. Thank you. Alex says, getting used to BKE heavies is so rough. Oh boy. Getting that finger workout. Switches. I wonder if it's just the gatter. I think it's just the gatter on bottoms being a bit thicker than standard. A little bit. Just a hair. It's having problems with the plate. Not as bad as mod switches though. That is another level. Ooh, that's right. You have the Real Force round 2. Have you been able to compare with the round 1? Tally, thank you again so much for the cheer. 368. Thank you. I think I saw something about there being a charity. We're gonna be able, Twitch is doing a charity thing where I can't remember how many % of bits will go towards charity. And I need to look at the email again. I need to. They have a whole thing going for it, so I should probably look into that for one of the streams this Christmas season. So yeah, so if you're not doing anything this Christmas season, I'll be streaming quite a bit. What day does Christmas fall on this year? Oh, it falls on a Saturday. Wait, am I doing my math right? No, I'm not. Holy shit, I'm not doing my math right at all. '21. 4 days. Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. It's gonna fall on a Tuesday. So I hope a lot of you get Monday off. That would be nice. I know a lot of people won't be able to though, so that kind of sucks. But if you're able to, then that's nice. I really hope you guys are able to get that done. At least get a nice 4-day weekend. Yes, chat is correcting me real bad about Tuesday, yes. Trina Gamer says, I got Monday off. Very nice, congratulations. Anyone else get Monday off? AB says it's going to be a winter break. Nice. That's always fun. Yeah, I think Massdrop and Amazon are going to be selling Real Force Round 2s, right? Is it already up on Massdrop? I think it is, right? Is it still up on Massdrop? Kelly says, I'll be around for certain. Very nice. Yeah, so I'll probably do some keyboard things. I might just do some housekeeping things as well. I will probably do the giveaway draw or whatever lottery thing live as well, probably, maybe. And thank you for the follow. Diver. The double S throws me off, but it's supposed to be divertisement, but a divertisement, like de-advertise. Div is enough. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the follow. What was I saying? Yeah, so we'll be doing a giveaway. Like I said, we'll have at least 5 prizes to give out. So I'll probably do some of that housekeeping stuff. I'll probably update the slideshow on the pre-stream setup as well. So probably look at pictures of some boards we've built the past few months because I haven't updated in a while, right? So probably be fun to look through that and pick up pictures to put on there. And what else? And then I will do some Lego builds. I have a lot of Lego sets to build. And yeah, just I'll try to stream, yeah, like I said, at least 3-4 times a week. Heatlock says just put in 3 days worth of vacation to give me a 5-day weekend. I missed my month-long Christmas breaks. Oh yes. That's the worst part about leaving school, isn't it? No more long breaks. Do you use a paste or flux? No. So these are rosin core solder, or this is. So no need for flux because it's already in there, basically. So I would definitely recommend this if you're starting out soldering. Definitely get high quality solder. Do not cheap out on the solder. You can cheap out on the soldering iron. You can cheap out on some other things, but not the actual solder itself. Do not get the unleaded solder too. And you might think, well, I'm trying to save the environment. The thing is, that bit of lead, you think, oh, I just don't want to use that bit of lead, for the environment. And I say this as someone who's super into environmental science, and I'm actually looking at doing environmental economics or resource management for grad school. But anyway, the amount of lead that you're compromising on is worth the trade-offs in terms of, if you use unleaded solder, you're going to be using extra heat, extra power. Not just that, you run the risk of destroying stuff. And if you just destroy one PCB, you're already damaging the environment, that I would say a lot more than just that roll of leaded solder, because you're tossing the whole fucking thing away. And yeah, just waste. Basically, you just if you use unleaded solder and you fuck things up, or you have to use. So a big part of unleaded solder is that if you need to do desoldering, a lot of times you end up having to put in leaded solder in just to desolder. Basically kind of like putting whiteboard marker over permanent marker to dilute it because of the alcohol in there or whatever, the solvent. So in consumer cases, most of the time, you're not really gonna save the world all that much with going unleaded. So just get leaded solder and just be a good steward. You're building these many keyboards, make sure that you don't fuck it up and waste anything. So don't cheap out on the solder. Make sure to get good solder, because it might just come back to haunt you later on if you use cheap solder. Oh, Titty! Welcome. B-Loss says, are you streaming a food game? Yes, I need to. So, I'm thinking we can do a few things as well. I have Overcooked 2, and I believe Devness has it as well. I don't know if he's still here. He's probably busy Smash. I mean, as in playing Smash, not smashing anyone. And so we can definitely play co-op for that because we both have the game. And Overcooked 1, I will probably be inviting some keyboard folks here in Dallas over, and then we can just play it on stream because that one is a local co-op game. And so that'll be kind of fun, you know, we invite people like Chewy, Purple, Daredevil over, we can just play some on stream, hang out, some keyboard stuff, and Overcooked. It'll be fun. And again, another controller though. I only have one controller right now. Tally said Anthony's gonna bring the tattoo girl over and sing. Oh no. Oh no. How many bits am I gonna give if I do that? No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't even know her name actually. Kind of think about it. I like to keep it that way. I don't think that tattoo is even a dragon. If it's a dragon, then it'll at least be kind of cool. Because you know the girl with the dragon tattoo. That's a book and a movie, right? I've never seen it. Beatlock says nope. The worst part is knowing that the student loan payments start January 1st. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I know it's kind of crude to ask how much, but is it more expensive than a are your monthly payments going to be more expensive than say a custom keyboard on KBD fans? A 28k in debt. That's below average actually in the US. I think the last I checked, so this was a few years ago, the average student loan debt was 30 something thousand, right? So hey, you're already doing better. Just 28k. Look at you, above average. Ain't that amazing? That's the kind of encouragement you need to go into this Yuletide season, right? Is it yes. Bill is $218 a month. Ooh, yeah. That's like 218 Holy Panda switches. Damn, dude. Think about that. You could have less debt, or you could have 218. Rent is 1,054. Thanks, Chicago. How small is the apartment? Because 1054 sounds like you live in a shoebox. Div says you can't damage nature as much as factories and words. Yes, see, that's the thing. A lot of people are. It's actually when you go into environmental science, it's actually kind of depressing to find out that a lot of the individual things that people do, though symbolic and definitely helpful, really are not that great. Honestly, almost inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. You can try to save water here and there. Even if you left all your taps and everything running 24/7 at maximum, it doesn't even make a little dent in the total amount of water wasted in terms of your state or your country or whatever, because of the big industries. Super sad. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use a paper bag. I'm saving the world. It's you're doing your part, but unfortunately, it doesn't matter that much. I mean, you still want to do it, just to not make it worse. That's why what's even funny is when I have friends who do not vote at all, who do not. It's not even just not vote, right? It's being intentionally ignorant. I guess ignorant is not the right word, but just ignoring politics completely. And I'm not trying to start a political debate here, but there are people who don't want to hear anything about politics at all, don't want to even do anything or vote or anything like that, take part, but go out of their way, and really go out of their way to do environmentally better things. And it's like, you're not doing much, right? Pat's the only panels he bought lube 3 months ago. Poor Alex. Poor Alex. B-Lock's like 640 square feet. Wait, that's not bad at all. What the hell? That's bigger than my apartment. And I think my friend's apartment that's around that size as well, also 600 something, is 1100, I think. So are you kind of on the suburbs or something? Or are you right in the city center, so that's why it's cheaper a bit? Because like here in Dallas, rent is way cheaper compared to the nice suburbs. It's way cheaper to live in the city center because there's nothing there. Most of the good things are outside the city center or downtown, whatever you call it. And so my rent could have been cheaper if I had moved to the city center, but it would have been a struggle getting anywhere because it's so disconnected from everything else that's important and nice. All the good food and all that shit. Tyler says everyone would stop bitching about money if they knew how much my divorce cost me. Yeah, it cost everything, didn't it? B-Lock says, not bad, but I need a bigger kitchen. For one guy, I'd rather fill my rooms and not have used the space I don't take advantage of. Yes, I agree. And it's why my previous place was just a huge waste because we had a big living room that no one really used. Whereas our rooms were pretty small. And now, I have my bedroom. My living room is my bedroom. So most people think it's a studio apartment when they walk in because they see the bed there. And then they look to this side, they turn and oh shit, there's actually a bedroom that I've turned into an office. No. Yeah, it's bad when even blowing your nose hurts. Ugh. Blurred Noise, welcome to the stream. He says, rent where I live for a decent single bed, $14.40 a month. Yeah, see, that's why I thought 1054 in Chicago. I thought, man. Is that like a 400 square feet to 350? It says I'm in the West Burbs, but it's a studio that was just renovated to be a 1-bed, 1-bath. See, that's the thing though. Over here in DFW, all the studios are more expensive than a 1-bed. All of them. I haven't found a single. When it's one apartment complex selling a studio that is 100 square feet smaller than something else that they have than a 1-bed, it's gonna be more expensive for some fucking reason. I think it's because a lot of young people want the studio. They're just like, it's more usable space. Why the fuck do I want a one bedroom if I'm living alone? It makes more sense to just get a studio. Anyway, you get way more flexibility in terms of how you put your furniture in. There's less wasted space, like you said. And that's why they price them higher. It's so annoying. Yeah, I really wanted a studio apartment when I was looking for one, and I couldn't find one. That's why I ended up being here. It all worked out in the end, but I still would have preferred a studio apartment setup. Because the best thing is you can cut down a lot of things. You only need, say, one humidifier instead of two. You only need, one dildo instead of two. So it's just really efficient living. Tyler says, take more aspirin. I need to go get some. I have no medical supplies here at all. None. I don't even know if I want to go to I was invited to a Christmas party tomorrow evening. I don't even know if I want to go because I don't want to go there and then just fucking the whole way. It's gonna be annoying for everyone, and I'm not gonna enjoy myself that much if I just keep doing that. And of course, it's not just that. I also have to bring a white elephant gift. I have to bring food. I have to pay for an Uber to get there as well and get back. And it's not very close. I think an Uber ride is like 15 to 20 minutes one way. I think it would be it would at least be $35, I think, for that. And then the white elephant gift of food, that's like another 20 something dollars. Maybe a bit more than that. So it ended up being $60 to go to a party that I'm just gonna be blowing my nose at, and so, and I'll know less than a quarter of the people going. Basically, just the two hosts. That's it. So probably not the best idea to do it. Brother says, I'm out for a bit. Have a great stream. Well, thanks for being here, Heron Brother, as always. And have a good night if I'm off by the time you get back. B-Lock says, same here. It was super hard to find a reasonable 1x1 bath. I'm young and into interior design and MCM. Man crush Monday. But having my bed out in the open is not my thing. I don't know. I don't mind that. I think that... I really don't mind having my bed out in the open. I guess I'm kind of used to it. I guess I don't know. I like the loft style in the studio. I don't mind that at all. Then again, bedrooms are safer against fires. If you're in a bedroom, you have your door closed, you are, I can't remember how many percent, about a staggering number. So, you're way more likely to survive a fire than if you were just in a studio apartment, or if you're sleeping in a bedroom with the door open. Tally says, you have a soldering iron of which you can cauterize wounds. Well, yes, but not a broken heart, right? You might as well just invite... Oh, God. Dude, you sound like you just really want to meet this tattoo girl. I think you've mentioned her a lot more than I have. In one stream than I have in all my streams. Remember the board from the anodizing pasta? Wait, anodizing pasta? Hold on. Yes! Yes. Yes. I just realized what you're talking about. And no, I don't even know what the tattoo was. I don't remember. It wasn't Chinese characters, though. I cannot take anyone or Chinese characters on their spine seriously, honestly. I cannot do it. Because there are at least a couple of very famous people with Chinese tattoos on their spines. And so it'll forever be associated with that for me. With that industry, that profession. Oh no, I'm talking about the Chinese characters, or are you talking about your tattoo girl? Cause I don't even remember the tattoo girl. I really don't. I wasn't even looking when she was pointing it. I was busy reading Reddit. That sounds super lame, doesn't it? Alex says she likes Dicep so much she had it done to herself. Ooh. Oh boy. Get some of that Imsto Legends. Tally says, I live vicariously through your streams. Keyboards, tattoo girls, pizza. You might be right. Probably. An image of Anthony is true love. Yeah, she would need a really big back for that. She needs her switches straightened. Ooh. Oh, load. Let me get some of that dielectric grease ready. Need to retool her stem. Wait, no. Pretty sure she doesn't have a stem. I think. I'm not sure. Maybe. I think those are the switches for now. And then I'm going to check to see if all of them are soldered in flush against the plain PCB. So this one is... Because the aluminum plate is kind of warped. And this happens a lot with metallic plates. Plastic plates a bit less so, and especially because of how soft they are, flexible they are, you usually won't have trouble with them being warped because you can just bend them back in place pretty easy. Whereas with metal plates, it's a bit more of a struggle, especially with steel or brass, because those are way more rigid. Okay, so you want to make sure the bumps front are touching the top of the PCB like so. So for all of them, see? Nice and flush. Hit the bump, so there. Nice and flush again. So you want that for, at least for all these switches. because you can get it done for these switches. The rest of the switches should go in most of the time. Should go in no problem. Maybe you might need a bit more of these anchor switches or whatever. But eventually you get to a point where you can just put switches in and they should be flush against the PCB pretty easily. You don't have to try to force them in or whatever. Most of the time. So that's it for now. I'm gonna turn off the soldering gear because I cannot continue. A couple reasons. My nose is destroying me. Or I guess the dry air is destroying my nose. It's destroying me. And then I don't have the rest of the switches ready to complete the build. Okay, so that was it for the build. I'm gonna run the credits soon. Thank you everyone for being here. If you have any questions, I guess we can do like 5 to 10 minutes. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll try to wind down the stream. Whiterin, hello, my friend. How you doing? He says kept the black cherry tops even though they're using silent stems. Wait. What do you mean? It's the same cherry top from the MX Silent Black. You definitely do not want the Zeal top or the Gateron top. Do not keep the Gateron tops. They are fucking garbage. So you definitely want the cherry tops. Yes. 2 things. Sound and wobble. These wobble a lot less compared to Gateron tops because the gap is tighter. And because the gap is tighter, the sound is better too. Because you end up blocking a lot of the sound, or at least when with Gateron tops, the gape is so big that it lets out a lot of noise. So the spring sound, the leaf sound, it lets out more of that. So definitely go with the cherry tops. Tyler says, feel better, get some vitamin C. I have to. I just went to the store today. Maybe I should go again this weekend. If I do end up going to the party, I'll probably have to get some food. I'll have to get a white elephant gift as well. I don't want to spend that money right now. But if I do, I will probably hit up the store and just pick up some vitamins and maybe aspirin as well. Yeah, I definitely need to find a solution. Maybe not a talisman solution, but a solution nonetheless. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I can't even eating is annoying because you can be eating a pizza, for example, or a nice burger or a sandwich. You're busy eating, and then you just feel your nose start to leak and drip. You're just like, oh my god, I can't put down my half-eaten sandwich right now. It's gonna ruin everything. ADB says, what year are you? I was born in the year of the dog. If that's what you're asking. But not, or you're asking in terms of age? I was born in 1994. That makes me 24. Yes. So I'm going to run the credits. In college, like I said, I've already graduated. I graduated 2 years ago. I'm just taking some classes right now, and I still have to find a grad program that, first of all, is affordable. Second, will actually get me somewhere. and third in a nice area. What about you? You're still in college. You have winter break off. Okay, so real quick, credits. Cheers. Thank you, ADB7. Thank you, Japanese Horror Rider. Tally with the most bits today. Thank you, NGB, as well. The new follows. We've got Curse. Ninjitsu. Divertisement. And resubs. Zoology. Avid User 2. Poner. Zambomon. Rope. Von Swoopington. Russ the Bus. Chewy. Devness. Alex. Give subs. Thank you, Tally. Thank you, Mr. Keebs. I can't remember who else did give subs today. I think it's just you two. Oh God, you're in a tattoo girl. You're a junior. Okay, so just one more year before the cruel realities of the real world. Or the realities of the cruel world. That's what I wanted to say. But yeah, so I'm gonna look for someone to raid as usual. You know, regular thing to do. So I will let y'all know what I do a stream on Sunday. Definitely not tomorrow. I think I'll still feel pretty bad tomorrow. But yeah, so either Sunday or Monday, finish this up. And since you guys are here, I actually just picked this up today. What does that sound like? So this is GMK Phantom. I completely forgot I had ordered GMK Phantom. I did not know. My friend was receiving his, people were receiving theirs, and I was like, oh wow, that's a nice set. And then a few days ago, I received an email from Donut Cable saying your order has now been marked complete. I was like, what the fuck? What did I order? And I checked, and it said GMK Phantom. I'm like, wait, I ordered GMK Phantom? Why have I not received it? And then I checked my email. Turns out I received a shipping notice about 3 weeks ago. I must have missed it. I didn't know they were shipping out. And it shipped to my P.O. box that I had shut down 4 months ago. And so it's just been sitting at the post office for almost a month. And they were about to return it to the sender. And well, picked it up, so we will... If I don't finish this on Monday, then I will do the unboxing as well. Yeah, I didn't remember. But yes, we can look at Mr. Horologist. Is he streaming? Yes, he is. We shall do it then. We are going there. He's got a fancy new camera, a fancy new macro camera. Super cool, and it's running at 60 frames per second, showing the movement. Super, super cool. So we're gonna do that. So if you're sticking around, definitely go there. I will probably be on his stream for a bit. I'm gonna get dinner part 2, because all I did was eat my leftovers from lunch for dinner, so I'm still pretty hungry. So we're gonna raid Mr. Horologist, check out his fancy new camera. And for everyone else, I will see you all in the next stream. Thank you so much for being here. Tally, as always. NGB. Alex. Watch time fly. Chokan. ADB7. White Ren as well. Thank you. I will see you all next time. Hope you have a good weekend. Don't fall sick. Take care. I know it's been pretty cold in some places, so keep warm as well. I love you too, Chokan. Ooh, and right before we go, please check out our good friend Chokan on YouTube. Yes, the best keyboard related content, the most creative keyboard related content. Definitely check him out. We'll see you all next stream and in the Discord. Goodbye. Bye.